Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Emily Zastro, and this is the second mini workshop. Thank you for watching. So today we will talk about the Olympics, the large international sporting event that happens every 4 years. Unfortunately, we missed it here this summer, but hopefully it will happen next year. So, in today's mini workshop, we will talk about the history of the Olympics, Japan and the Olympics throughout the years, and also some grammar points that we use when talking about sports. Okay, so I will turn off the camera so you can't see me, but I will continue speaking and you can watch the video on the screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. So we will begin with speaking about the history of the Olympics. So the Olympics began 3,000 years ago, so a very long time ago in Olympia, Greece. Many people went to Olympia to worship the Greek gods Zeus and his wife Hera. And this happened from the 8th century BC to about the 4th century AD. So you can see here a map of Greece. And this happened every 4 years. By the end of the 6th century BC, the most famous Greek sporting event was the Olympics. And it's thought that it was started as a religious festival to honor the Greek god Zeus. So the first Olympics was actually only one race. It was just a running race, and the track was wide enough for 20 people to run. It was 190 meters and straight, not round like we see today. So only men could take part in the games, and actually only men and unmarried women could watch the Olympics. Women who wanted to race had a separate festival, and that festival was called Heraia, and that was only for women. So from 776 BC, the games were held at Olympia in August or September. And the 4-year time span between the Olympics was called an Olympiad. People came from other countries nearby to watch the Olympics. It was a very big event back then as well, and popular. So after 50 years, 2 more running races were added. Then later on, pentathlon, which included running, wrestling, the long jump, the javelin, and the discus. After that was next boxing, chariot races, which is with horses, and wrestling. So the Olympic Games continued for 1,166 years, a very long time. This was until the Romans conquered the Greeks, and then the Roman emperor banned the Olympics. At this time, Olympia fell into ruin, and there was an earthquake and flood, so the original ruins were buried and eventually just hidden underground. And that was kind of the fall of the Olympics at that time. So it remained hidden for more than 1,000 years, the ruins of Olympia. And then the next Olympic Games, as we know today, the modern Olympic Games, started in 1896. And these Olympics were international and took place in the Greek city of Athens. So in 1892, the idea of a modern Olympic Games was started by a Frenchman named Baron Pierre de Coubertin. And He started this to celebrate health, youth, and peace with using a sports festival such as the Olympics. So the Olympics have been held every 4 years, except during World War I, World War II, and as we know, this year. And Baron Pierre de Coubertin, he designed the famous logo with the 5 colored rings. These 5 different rings represent the 5 continents. And he said that the Olympics were to join all the continents in peace and harmony. So months before the Olympics begin, a flame is lit in Olympia and is passed through many people around the world. And the torches are carried by foot, air, road, rail, or water to the host city. So this torch goes from Olympia, Greece, all the way to the host city. During the opening ceremony, the last torch lights a cauldron which burns throughout the games. So the Olympics are now the biggest sporting event in the world. Let's do a review of the history of the Olympics. Let's see what you can remember. So how many years ago did the Olympics begin? 3,000 years ago. And who did the Olympics first honor? It was the Greek god Zeus. What was the first Olympic sporting event? If you remember, it was running. How frequently does the Olympics occur? Every 4 years. So this is a tradition that has started from the beginning. It's always been every 4 years. What year did the modern Olympics occur? It was 1896. And what were the 3 reasons the Olympics did not happen? Remember, it's only not happened for 3 times in the modern Olympics. And that was for World War I, World War II, and as we know this year for COVID-19. And what do the colors of the Olympic rings represent? They represent the 5 continents of the world and bringing them all together in this one large sporting event. So let's take a look at Japan and the Olympics. And let's test your knowledge. Let's see what you know about Japan and its place in the Olympics throughout history. So when did Japan first participate in the Olympics? 1904, 1912, or 1922? What do you think? So the answer is it was 1912. It was actually in Sweden for the 1912 Olympics in Sweden. And this is actually a poster of the Olympics at that time. Japan won its first 2 medals in 1920 in what event? Was it judo, swimming, or running? Answer is, it was actually running. And the 1920 Olympics were in Belgium. You can see here, this is a poster from the Olympics. Japan won its first gold medal in 1928 in what event? Was it the triple jump, swimming, or running? Answer is, it was the triple jump, actually. So that might be surprising to you, but it was the triple jump. And here again is a poster of the 1928 Olympics in Amsterdam. What year did Japan host the Olympics for the first time? Was it 1988, 1972, or 1964? Answer: it was 1964. was the first Olympics in Japan, in Tokyo. Japan's first female gold medalist was in 2000, the year 2000. In what event did she win the gold medal? Was it swimming, marathon running, or gymnastics? Answer is, it was marathon running. So maybe a little surprising again. I would have thought actually gymnastics, but it was marathon running. Okay, next question. How many times has Japan hosted the Olympics before 2020? Was it 3 times, 2 times, or 4 times? So it was 3 times before 2020. So the first one was in Tokyo, and then there was an Olympics in Nagano and also in Sapporo. Next question. In which sport has Japan won the most gold medals? Judo, gymnastics, or volleyball? Answer is judo. So judo has given Japan the most gold medals. And in which sport has Japan won the most medals overall? So maybe gold, silver, or bronze. Was it swimming, gymnastics, or skiing? And the answer is gymnastics has given Japan the most medals. In which sport has Japan won the most Winter Olympic medals? Skiing, figure skating, or speed skating? Answer, speed skating, actually. Japan won the most Winter Olympic medals in. Okay, so that is it for the highlight of Japan and the Olympics. Let's take a look now at some grammar practice. When we talk about sports and activities, often we use the words play, do, or go. And sometimes it may be confusing which word to use. So we will practice this. Okay, first of all, for play, we use this with ball sports or competitive games where we play against another person. For example, how often do you play tennis? Okay, tennis is a ball sport, so we use play. I play poker with my friends on Friday night. And poker is a competitive game. We play to win. So we want to use play. And when we say competitive, competitive means when you play against other people, when you want to win. Next example, I don't like playing computer games. Okay, computer games are also competitive, so we use the word play. So for example, they are playing volleyball. It's a sport using a ball and it's also competitive. Okay, next, do. We use do when it is used for a recreational activity or a non-team sport that does not use a ball. For example, I heard that you do karate. Karate is a non-team activity, so we use do. I do crossword puzzles in my free time. Crossword puzzles are not competitive, so we use do. I enjoy doing yoga in my free time. Yoga is also a non-team activity, does not use a ball, so we use do. And notice how it's not only for sports, like crossword puzzles is an activity, so we use do for some non-sports activities too. For example here, he is doing archery. So again, this is a recreational activity and a sport that does not use a ball. Go is used with activities that end in ing and speaking about the future. For example, I am going fishing on Sunday. Are you going skiing this winter? She said she was going swimming. So each of these activities, we always need ing when using the verb. However, swim we use without ing, but we do not say I go swim. When it's ing, I am going swimming. But we do not say fish as a verb, and ski we can use as a verb as well, but then we do not use go, I go ski, only with ing. So for example, they are going cycling this weekend. Okay, let's do some practice, and you will choose play, do, or go. Okay, first one. Have you ever ice hockey? Played, done, or gone? Have you ever played ice hockey? Hockey is a competitive sport, so we use play. Do you want to hiking this weekend? Play, do, or go? We want to use go because remember it has an ing, so that is with go. And it's talking about the future, this weekend coming up. Next, they sailing yesterday. They played, they did, they went. Again, we have another ing word, sailing, so we use went. Next, I find yoga to be very relaxing. Playing, doing, or going. So yoga is not a competitive activity or sport, does not use a ball, so we use doing. I find doing yoga. Next, playing, doing, or going chess is good mental exercise. We want to use playing. Chess is competitive, so we use play. Next, she aerobics at the gym. Plays, does, goes. This one we want to use does. It's not competitive, does not use a ball, so we use do. I played, did, went athletics at school. And the answer is I played athletics at school. Athletics is another word we can use for sports. And sports used as a general term by itself, we say play. So I played athletics or I played sports. Okay, good. So I hope that helped you with deciding when to use play, do, or go when talking about sports. All right, and what I want you to do is share your thoughts again, just like we did for the last mini workshop. And I want you to answer this time, do you prefer the Winter or Summer Olympics? What is your favorite Olympic sport to watch? And this you again will write on Padlet on the website, which I will include on the YouTube information. You will see under the video. So enjoy the Tokyo Summer Olympics next year. Hopefully it will happen. And now you can also think of the history and how it all began as you watch the Olympics. So thank you very much for watching this mini workshop about the Olympics. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Olympics. And again, please don't forget to use this QR code and answer the questions at the end of this video, so you do get credit for it. And thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful week. Take care. Goodbye.